So Vim Editor, as I said earlier, Vim Editor is used to edit all the files and stuff like that. You can create files, you can edit files, and etc. So Vim Editor, as I said earlier, Vim VI was the tool, and then later it got extended, and then they name it as Vim. Okay, if it is not installed, once again sudo apt-get update. It got to update your existing environment, and sudo apt-get install. It got to install your Vim Editor, which is already installed in my machine, so uh, it has not installed anything separately. Cool. Generally, Vim Editor comes with four kinds of commands, modes actually. We call it as modes. Okay. So I create a new directory, workspace. I'm inside workspace. I'm here, home Ubuntu workspace. Ubuntu is my username. Home Ubuntu workspace. I'm here in this home Ubuntu workspace. Cool. Now I would like to create a file. For example, how does Vim work? The name of the file is how does Vim work. Okay. Uh, the name of the file is, for example, sample.txt. So what you can do is Vim sample.txt. It opens the file if the file is already there. It opens the file if file is already there, or it creates a file if the file is not existed. Okay, this is a new file, brand new file, because sample.txt is not there. So this is a brand new file. You cannot type anything over here. You see that. Okay, right now you say the mode, there are a couple of modes for Vim Editor. Right now you cannot enter anything. If you want to enter anything in Vim Editor, you have to press I. You see that sample.txt, press I. As soon as you press I, you see that there is something called insert mode. This is called insert mode. If it is in insert mode, then only you can write anything in the Vim Editor. Hello, DevOps folks. This is a sample file to demonstrate Vim Editor. Now I have, yeah, it opens the file. It will not overwrite. It opens the file in the edit. It opens the file. Now, yes, it can be appended. Exactly, it can be appended if the content is already there. Okay. Okay. So right now you see that the file is in the mode called insert mode. This is in the insert mode. Now you have to press escape. Then it goes to the command mode. So how do you know what commands to put? I press escape. Earlier I was in insert. Now I press escape. Then you need to put colon. Command mode, you are allowed to write colons. You are allowed to write some commands. The colon is what actually where you can write all the commands, or where you can save the file. Okay, you can write the file, you can save the file and all, etc. If you type Q, it quits the file. If you write W, it writes to the file. Okay, it writes to the file. If I type W and enter, it writes to the file. If you put, again colon, if you put W and Q, it writes to the file and then it quits. See that this is the file that we have created. Again I type vim sample.txt. the file got opened. Now which is not in, which is just in the, it just opened. It is not in command mode, it is not in insert mode, it is not, there is something called visual mode, it is not in visual mode, it's not in. Now you have to colon, then it would be into the insert mode. I just type escape, I press I. As soon as you press I, you see that there is, you can write, you can again append the file. There are a couple of commands. Now it is in insert mode. Then I say escape, I put colon W, that gets written. All the contents written are written to the file. Now I would like to copy and paste. Uh, uh, I write some text here. Okay, you see that this is a dummy text. I will delete it later. Now I put a mode called V, which is called visual mode. You can see that V. Okay. Now it is, now I press V. V is called visual mode. You can take your cursor, sorry, you can take your cursor anywhere. Now I take my cursor here, and then I type V, visual mode. Okay. Then I select the test and I press escape and D. Oh, sorry, visual mode. Let me take the cursor over here. I'll be in the visual mode. I select the type and press D. D means delete. It got deleted. It got deleted. You can also delete in the visual mode. Okay. It got deleted. What if I want to copy? This is a sample file. I took my cursor over here. Okay. I press V. It take me to the visual mode. Then I copy over here and I press Y. I come here and I press type V, P, which got to paste the file. So that means in the visual mode, so what visual mode does? Visual mode is to select the contents of the file. You can also do it in command mode. It's quite little tricky, and then little commands you have to know. Visual mode is quite easy to do that. Okay. Y is to copy, command Y. Y is to copy, P is to paste, D is to delete. You can also type undo if U means to undo. U is to undo. For example, if I type U, it do undo. Okay. U is to undo. Let me check how, what is there to redo.